All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're putting together the playbook for one of the most exciting, most complex markets in the world, India. We're going to figure out how to build a brand identity that doesn't just survive, but absolutely thrives there by 2026.
And this is really the question, isn't it? We're talking about a digital nation of 750 million people. That's huge. Getting noticed here isn't just a challenge. It means you have to completely rethink the very soul of your brand.
So, why 2026? What's the big deal with that year? Well, it's because this is when the game totally changes. The explosion of AI-generated content, deepfake endorsements, you name it, it's not some far-off problem. It's happening now, and it demands a whole new strategy for protecting your brand. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's break down the new rules for playing in this incredibly complex market. You've got a whole new generation of consumers and brand new technological threats to deal with. What you're seeing here is basically a perfect storm of three huge forces hitting at once. First, you've got Gen Z, who make up a massive 30% of your audience. Then, at the same time, a huge majority, we're talking 68%, are now choosing brands based on their personal values. And all this is happening while you have to constantly defend your brand from AI-driven fakes. It's a lot. So how in the world do you win? Well, you don't fight technology with more technology. No, you fight it with something deeply human, a real, genuine cultural connection. That is your greatest asset, your secret weapon. And this right here illustrates the single biggest mistake that so many brands make. India is not one single market, not even close. Thinking that way is a recipe for disaster. You have to see it for what it is. 28 different states, which means 28 unique opportunities to connect with people on a deep, meaningful level. And you know what? The data backs this up completely. Just look at this. Simply shifting your ads to regional languages gives you 2.5 times the engagement. 2.5. This isn't just about changing words, it's about showing cultural respect. And that connection, it's all built on emotion. And the best way to deliver emotion is through great storytelling. I mean, look at that number. Over 4 times the emotional engagement just by stop talking about your product specs and start telling a real, compelling story. So, what kind of story should you tell? Here's a quick checklist. You have to remember, audiences in India have a really fine-tuned detector for anything that feels fake. They want to know your why. They want the real story, the founder's journey, and how you're actually making a difference in the community. Okay, so once you've established that human connection, it's time to build your digital fortress. This part is all about creating a brand identity that's consistent, solid, and can defend itself in this crazy age of digital chaos. Now, it is so important to understand the difference between these two things. Your brand identity, that's what you build. It's your logo, your values, your voice. It's what you control. But your brand image, that's what you earn. That's how people actually perceive you based on every single interaction they have with you. You can have a great identity, but if you execute it poorly, you end up with a terrible image. And earning that great brand image means you have to be relentlessly consistent. I mean, everywhere. Your brand's voice, its look, its feel, it has to be the exact same whether someone finds you on Instagram, reads an article about you on LinkedIn, or buys something from your website. It all has to feel like one seamless world. And to protect that world, here is your playbook. Seriously, these aren't just suggestions anymore. In 2026, they are absolute necessities. You got to trademark your identity so you have legal power. You got to watermark your content so people know it's real. You have to actively hunt for fakes. And you need those verification badges so your customers can find the real you. So when you put it all together, the cultural connection, the digital fortress, the AI protection, it's all serving one single goal: building trust. Because in 2026, trust is the only currency that really, truly matters. And this isn't just some feel-good idea. Trust has a direct impact on your bottom line. Look at that, a staggering 71% higher brand loyalty. This is about building a business that lasts, and you can only do that on a foundation of real transparency and responsibility. This chart basically gives us a peek inside the modern consumer's mind. And what's the biggest slice of the pie? It's not price, it's not features, it's values and ethics. People are actively looking into your company's commitment to things like sustainability and data privacy before they even think about clicking buy. So these right here, these are the new table stakes. It's non-negotiable. You have to be able to show real, tangible proof of your commitment in these areas. And this can't just be some slick marketing campaign. It has to be part of the very DNA of how you operate. And this brings us to what's next, to the future. It's a concept called hyperlocalization. Think of it as the art of creating slightly different versions of your brand for different regions, say, one for Tamil Nadu and another for Punjab, all while holding on to the core DNA of who you are. It's a really delicate balancing act, but it's where everything is headed. So, we'll end with this question for you to think about. In a market this fast, this complex, and this full of incredible opportunity, is your brand truly built to last? Is it human? Is it consistent? Is it protected? And is it trustworthy? Because heading into 2026, that's the only kind of brand that's going to win.